Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Survival Guide. Today we are going to build some Plant Species X turrets to take care of these pesky sea scorpions that keep popping up in our Viking Bay base. And this is going to make it safe for us to build a sea pen to place some dolphins in. And after that we're going to try a trick to get a crazy amount of pearls right here in Viking Bay. So the first thing I'm going to do before I start any of that is I'm actually going to plant some stem berries. Now we have a really nice organic garden growing on top of our floating fortress, and if you've missed any of those episodes on how we did all of this, at the end of this episode there will be a playlist, a link to it, and it shows episodes on how we've done everything to build this entire floating base, which we can just float down the coast on and destroy everything. And we have a farm on top that has all the food that we need growing, but we actually have not been growing any stem berries because they haven't been all that important to us. But there we go, we have our first little stem berry plant just started. We just gave it all the stuff that it needs to grow, and that's going to give us a good supply of stem berries, which we'll use for quite a few things. But the main thing that we need those for is sweet vegetable cakes. All the stuff we've been doing, including that beehive over there, is also we can make these sweet vegetable cakes and catch some of the really amazing animals that you can tame once you have them. So those are all going. If you missed how to do farming and you want to know how to do that, we have a good guide earlier in the episodes. So, take a look at that list and jump back if you need to. But now I'm going to go ahead and create a sniper platform on top of this base. Now you can see that ladder coming down is actually from the base on the plateau. So I'm going to extend our floating fortress up a little bit higher here using stone door frames. Now the reason I'm using these is because they're still nice and durable, but they're actually a lot cheaper than a stone wall. So I'm going to extend those about that high. I think that should do it. And now we can close that gate because that's no longer in the way. And now I'm going to put some stone ceilings on top of that, so we'll actually have a nice platform that we can shoot down on things. And we've had some issues before because this base is only 2 stories high. It's enough to keep most predators from doing damage to our base or our dinosaurs, but we've had some issues with things like praying mantises jumping up on top and being able to hit us still even a couple stories up in the air. So this will give us a nice safe platform. Ha, that's perfect. That jump worked all right. And I'm going to extend this back a little bit too. So we'll have a nice platform we can just shoot stuff down on, and we should be tall enough to be out of reach even of a tyrannosaur. So this should be very helpful later on while we're raiding the coast. And I'm going to place that there, and that's going to give us one spot that we can stand on, and the other ceiling we'll actually build a Plant Species X turret from. Now, we've had some line of sight issues. When a Plant Species X turret attacks things, it can only hit them if it actually can see them from where it is. So if something were to, say, go right up against the wall right below those Plant Species X turrets on the back, then they can't hit it because it's out of their line of sight. So let me extend this ladder down here. I think that'll work. Let's hope for the best. Good. Okay, great. Always build a ladder down from the ceilings because it's really hard to make them snap properly, and if they don't snap properly, they just don't work. So I'm going to start placing this turret by putting down a large crop plot. They only grow in large crop plots. I've got a full guide on how to use these and where to get the seeds, but I'll give you the really quick rundown. So they need fertilizer to grow and water, and so I'm going to place my canteens in that crop plot and actually use them with the right trigger on the PS4 controller. And that just put 600 water into there. And then I dropped a Plant Species X seed, and in a second, there it goes. It is now growing. So it has fertilizer, water, and, the soil and the seed. And that's all you need to get a plant to grow. Now, I don't have it irrigated. You actually cannot make irrigation pipes on a floating platform like this, but I don't really need to as long as I can carry water up every now and then. And it usually rains about once per day, and when it rains, it fills up the water all the way. So as long as I don't ever cover those plants, I should be in good shape. Hey, dino poop, alright. I'm not a weirdo. I like picking up dino poop. You know, what can I say? No, actually, it's really effective because we have some dung beetles on the raft, and the dung beetles actually convert that dinosaur poop into fertilizer and oil. And the fertilizer serves as ammunition for the plant species X turrets, and the oil we convert into gasoline, and we're actually going to be able to run electricity off of that pretty soon. So it's a pretty nice organic self-sustaining fortress. Not gonna lie, it's really helpful for everything that we do, and it saves us so much time. Okay, there's a sea scorpion. Now this spot right here I really like for a turret, because most of the predators come down from those mountains up there, and if I place another turret up high on a pillar like that, it should be able to hit things right up to the base of that. And when dinosaurs attack it, they'll be drawn away from my base, which would be very helpful. So I think all my dinosaurs are pretty safe from even like a T-Rex that would attack, but just in case, I'd really like to draw them away from the dinosaurs and have them just aimlessly shot by a plant instead. And we actually had, dinosaurs are floating through the floor again. But we actually got attacked by an Argentavis one time, and it was causing some trouble up there, so I want something to shoot it down. So I'm going to move all of my dinosaurs. One of the problems with living on a raft, you know, there's good sides and bad sides. We can run down the coast and destroy everything without really getting any damage, and we've always got everything that we need right there with us. The downside is you get occasional glitches, especially with dinosaurs, and sometimes they'll just, you know, fall through the floor and end up stuck in the foundation or something. So that happened. But as long as I move them before they get too deep, they can usually pop back out without too much trouble. So you can see there, that was one of the sea scorpions attacking us, and got a little too close. Oh, and a seagull. I hate those things, but didn't even have to know it was there. It was just dead. I love that. So those turrets should be really helpful and effective once they finish growing. It takes, I don't know, something like a day for them to actually grow, so it'll take a little time before they're effective, but they'll, you know, give us some pretty good protection in this bay once they're actually up there. I may add some more later, but for now we're just going to kind of add some quick defenses before I go and bring a dolphin down here. So I'm going to build a sea pen, a much bigger one, because the one on our Dolphin Island outpost is just too small. I've got too many dolphins in it and they just don't really fit. So I'm going to go ahead and make one down here, and in order to keep the sea scorpions from killing the dolphins, these turrets will be really helpful there. So in the next episode, I'm actually going to, bring one of my dolphins back from the dolphin outpost, and that should be really helpful. And there's a really nice trick that I want to try, where we can actually get hundreds of pearls right here in Viking Bay. I just found out about that trick, and I wish I'd known sooner, but it will be pretty amazing. So that's pretty much it. Those turrets are going to grow on their own after a little while. I'm just going to grab some pearls off of this guy, and in the next episode we'll bring a dolphin back from the other outpost, and I'll probably build a nice sea pen first, and then we'll have a nice place to store a dolphin, and then I'll show you where to get crazy amounts of pearls right here in Viking Bay. And after that, we're going to use them to build electronics. So I'll give you a full tutorial on how to make electricity in your base too. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be able to see the next episodes as they come in. Thanks so much for watching our video from the Ark Survival Guide. This is an amazing game, and it's sometimes really hard to learn how to survive, but we are dedicated to teaching you how to not just survive, but how to thrive and have lots of fun on this amazing game. So we have a series for just a Let's Play, so you can watch how we've conquered this vast open world. And we also have a guide series with specific guides on how to do certain things that are a little bit more confusing or difficult on this game. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are constantly creating new videos for you to enjoy, so you can travel through your journey on Ark with us and learn how to do everything you need to know to survive in this game. So thanks for watching, and we will continue to bring you great content that is suitable for the entire family, except maybe the occasional dinosaur poop. What can you do? This is Ark. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon on the next video.